They left. You felt the pain, the emptiness. You tried everything. Texting, waiting, hoping, but nothing worked. Let me tell you, gentlemen, this is the cruelest of crucifixions, to be strung up upon the torment of a lost love. A love that once warmed you and filled your days with meaning, but I tell you this, begging, pleading, bargaining, these are the desperate acts of someone who has lost their footing on the bedrock of self. They are the flailing limbs of a drowning man. And just like a drowning man, your frantic attempts to clutch at what is lost will only drag you down. Here's the truth. Begging won't bring them back. Chasing them will only push them further away. No, to draw them back, to reignite that spark of desire, you must become the man you were meant to be, a man of quiet strength, of self-reliance, a man who embodies the timeless virtues of the Stoics. But if you do this, they will notice, they will rethink, they will wonder, did I make a mistake? Because power is attractive, and Stoic philosophy, gentlemen, holds the key to regaining that power. Before we begin, subscribe to Arev for more powerful Stoic insights that will transform your life. Now let's begin. Your ex expects you to be emotional, to break down, to react. They expect you to become a caricature of yourself, consumed by grief, by self-pity, by despair. This is only natural. We are all susceptible to the siren song of our emotions, particularly in the face of loss. But a Stoic man, gentlemen, does not react, he responds. He does not allow the tempest of his emotions to dictate his actions. He chooses discipline over indulgence, order over chaos. When you stay calm, composed, and unaffected, when you meet their expectations with the stony visage of indifference, they start wondering, why isn't he chasing me? This mystery, this sudden vacuum where there was once clamoring need, creates attraction. It forces them to confront the consequences of their actions, to question their decision. Detach, control your emotions, become unpredictable. Most people, when cast adrift upon the turbulent sea of heartbreak, desperately grasp for the life raft of closure. They demand answers, explanations, justifications for the pain inflicted upon them. They believe that by obtaining this mythical closure, they can somehow cauterize the wound, staunch the flow of suffering. But Stoics understand, closure, gentlemen, is an illusion. It is a phantom limb, an echo of something that is already gone. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. You don't need their words, their explanations to move on. You possess within you the strength and the will to write your own ending to this chapter." And ironically, when you stop seeking closure, when you turn your gaze from the past and towards the horizon of your own potential, they often come back, because now you are the one who is unavailable. Imagine this. They check your profile, expecting to find a desolate wasteland of sadness, regret, and desperation. The digital equivalent of a crumpled man weeping amidst the ruins of his shattered heart. Instead, they see strength, growth, unshakable confidence. They see a man who has used the crucible of heartbreak to forge himself into something stronger, something more resilient. The Stoic approach: disappear, not literally of course, but withdraw from the digital Colosseum, from the ceaseless clamor for attention that defines our age. Work in silence, hit the gym, read, build, transform, and when they finally see you again, they won't see the man they left, the man who bore the weight of their indifference like a badge of shame. They'll see the man they wish they never lost. Chapter 4, Epictetus, that titan of Stoic thought, taught. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life, and what, gentlemen, is true freedom? Is it not the liberation from the shackles of external validation? Is it not the ability to stand unmoved amidst the storms of life, your inner peace unperturbed? Want them back? Then you must first be okay with never having them back. This is not a paradox, but a fundamental truth of human nature. Nothing unsettles people more than losing power over someone they thought they controlled. They expect you to pine, to plead, to make yourself small in their absence. When you do not, when you meet their absence with your own, they will wonder, why does he not care? And that, gentlemen, is when their mind starts pulling them back. Chapter 5. We are all in our essence collectors of rare and precious things, a fundamental principle of economics, gentlemen, but also of the human heart. People desire what they can't have. Scarcity creates value. This is true of diamonds, of vintage wines, and yes, even of ex-lovers. If you are always available, always waiting in the wings for a crumb of attention, you are taken for granted. You become common, ubiquitous, easily obtained, and just as easily discarded. But when you become distant, mysterious, when your presence is no longer a given but a gift, they start to crave what they lost. Like Seneca said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Don't wait for them. Become rare and let them miss you. This, gentlemen, is perhaps the most difficult pill to swallow, the most bitter medicine to ingest, the no-contact rule. The hardest yet most powerful strategy in your arsenal. No contact, no calls, no messages, no reactions. To the uninitiated it may seem counterintuitive, even cruel. But I assure you, this is not a trick. It's a test of your own self-discipline, a trial by fire in the forge of self-improvement. When they realize you've vanished, truly vanished, not merely retreated to lick your wounds, curiosity takes over. First they wonder, then they check. Then they reach out. And what do? You stay silent, because silence, gentlemen, is power. Gentlemen, let me ask you this. Why chase after a ghost when you can build an empire? Why waste your precious time and energy yearning for someone who has shown you the door when you could be constructing a life so extraordinary, so undeniably compelling, that they'll be begging to knock on yours? Instead of waiting for them, become a man they regret leaving. Improve your mind, body, and purpose. Stoicism teaches self-mastery is the ultimate power. When you evolve, when you ascend to a higher plane of being, their opinion loses value. You become immune to their judgment, indifferent to their indifference. And ironically, that's when they come back, because you no longer need them. So the prodigal lover returns. They've sent that tentative text, that late-night message filled with apologies and longing. What happens now? Do you rejoice? Do you allow yourself a private victory dance, a smug smile at your reflection? No, gentlemen, do not celebrate, do not rush. Stay calm. A weak man responds with excitement. A stoic man responds with composure. You don't need them. Their return, while flattering, does not validate you. You validated yourself through your journey of self-improvement, through your embrace of Stoic principles. They need you now. And that, my friend, is how you turn the tables. Gentlemen, the path of the Stoic is not an easy one. It is a path of discipline, of self-denial, of constant striving for excellence. But the rewards, as you have seen, are immeasurable. Want more Stoic wisdom? Subscribe to Arev and transform your mind, your confidence, and your life. The choice is yours. Be weak or be stoic. Succumb to the siren song of your emotions, or seize the reins of your destiny and chart your own course through the tumultuous sea of life. The decision starts now.